Yes, sir. I'm with my boy Dukes, though, man. It's good to see you, bro.
Man, always a blessing, man.
My boy done invited me to his barbershop. We sitting inside of a classic barbershop. I done seen him have several of these,
Yeah, most definitely.
and I can say that I'm proud. I like what he done did. He stayed consistent, stayed on his pivot, and he's still a businessman doing his thing. Man, welcome to the biggest stage. Welcome to the biggest stage, man. This is called Church TV, Dukes.
Okay.
Straight up,
Yeah,
welcome, bro.
we need to salute to that.
What you sipping on today?
Man, Remy VSOP.
That's your
The,
is that one of your favorite choices?
that and my little cheap tequila. I got a little bottle of tequila that I like to keep. You know what I mean? Smooth for the price. 100% agave.
For sure.
Yeah.
How often you have a drink?
Bro, I don't slow down, man. If it wasn't for the occasion, just shit, the weekends, that's it.
Cause I know when we used to work together, bro.
Man,
We
used to, we used to get lit, man. But I slowed down. I've been on this kind of just weight loss type journey. You know what I mean?
I can
Changing my
tell too,
diet.
cause you
You
looking
know what I
good,
mean?
man. You can
Yeah,
slim down, muscle her up, yeah.
yeah. I'm on my way, man. I'm back to trying to be Mr. Everything.
So how you say you feeling these days?
I personally, I feel like I'm just blessed, bro. You know, it could be good, could be bad, could be worse. It's gonna get better, but just in between blessings. I'm just waiting for my time to just hit. I made it through so much diversity, you know what I mean, that when everything finally settled down, it's gonna be right on time. But
Go ahead
yeah,
and take your shot to that.
yeah, for sure.
Straight up. Straight up. When you've been through as much as Dukes, man, and to stand where he's standing and say he blessed, that's a blessing within itself right there.
You never lied.
But that's the main reason why I brought you to Church TV, man. I want to give an opportunity for you to tell your story. Share the things that you done been through, your ups and downs that you done been through in the streets, the things that you overcome, the things that God has blessed you through. I want to talk about those things. I never you've been open with me because you know we're friends.
Yeah.
That's why I can know that your story is so inspiring. Your story is a true testimony,
Yeah.
and I know you staying solid all the way through all the things you done been through. But I want to start. Um, you was born and raised.
Yeah. WK, Wichita, Kansas. I moved all around here. From Topeka, Kansas City, Liberal. Liberal definitely holds a special heart to me, you know what I mean? But shit, our foundation's here, Wichita. Learned everything I needed to know here. I traveled all over the place. I've been through Mississippi. Love Mississippi. It's like a second home.
Yeah.
My people's from Oklahoma, of course. I've been through Tulsa, East Side E, follow Oklahoma. You know, good country boy, good country drinking. You know, country living.
So is your mom from Wichita, Kansas?
Yeah, she is. She was born and raised. Well, she was born in Oklahoma, and then she spent her life here.
And you Dukes Jr.
Yeah, yo, Dukes Jr., Tony Dukes Jr.
So Duke Senior is
Man, that's the man right there. I owe a lot of good game, good knowledge, good inspiration from my pops. He's the first person to ever put a pair of clippers in my hand. Man, whenever he started off, I started off about 12 years old, and moving to Liberal, wasn't no barbers down there.
you started cutting hair at 12 years old.
Yeah, I
Okay,
started
in
cutting
Liberal.
in Liberal.
Okay.
Yeah, so I started with myself, and you know, see me plenty of times. I be outside drinking, no mirror, no nothing, to get myself a bald fade. You know what I mean? I ain't got no cut right now. That's why I got this hat on. But for the most part, yeah, I've been doing this. I started with myself, then I I started cutting Seward County community college players, basketball players, cats from the dub that knew me and watched me, as a kid. They was a little bit older than me, but they like, ah man, just grab the Clippers. Your pops the best. I know you got something to do with it. So that's who first gave me a chance was a lot of those college cats. When I was down there in middle school, bro.
So Duke Senior got a big name within the barber world in Wichita, Kansas.
Yes, he does. He's one of the best. He's been coming here 30 years.
He owns shops in Wichita, Kansas.
Yeah, he owns shops.
What was the name of his first barber shop?
Duke's Barbershop, originally 13th and not 13th, but Lincoln and Woodlawn.
I remember that joint.
Yeah. Got a lot of life lessons there, man.
You don't probably remember, but your daddy put an ice cream cone in the back of my head and it said "Bout it," and we went to the Master P concert. And when I was young, at 16, we went to the Master P concert at the Touch of Class on 25th and Hillside. Before I went, we went to go see Dukes, and he charged me $25 as a 16-year-old. And that was cheap back then, Pete, because he put a lot of stuff in my head. He put the "Bout it" with the ice cream cone dripping.
I already know it, man. My dad, he's creative. He can't draw worth a lick on pencil and paper. But you put a pair of clippers in his hand, oh, he could do whatever. Still at it, still nice at 55 years old.
Straight up.
For real. So,
hey, so let's rewind it back a little bit. So before 12, what was you doing as a kid? How did you grow up?
I grew up basically running the streets for real, just normal Wichita, being by the street lights,
Where did your mom then? Where did you stay?
Over there by Brooks, 27th and Gentry.
So you grew up on the north side.
North side, yo. Got a lot of made a lot of friends.
You grew up with your grandma, your mom, your dad. Who'd you live in the household with?
More so between my mom and my grandma, and then I went with my dad a lot too. So I grew up in the cross between there. I could honestly sit back and say I'm blessed to have the foundation that I got. It was definitely a trial, you know what I mean? So I got experiences with everybody.
So your mom and dad, they didn't never stay together. No. So you got the opportunity. Your dad made sure he came and got you, and you stayed with him. Did you stay with him for a week at a time, a month at a time?
Man, however the cookie crumble, man. Sometimes I'll be with my pops for a summer. Sometimes I'll be with him for a day or two, you know what I mean? But he was very active, so I can't keep track. Ain't no telling. He was always a phone call away, man. But I spent a lot of time growing up with, I used to be a grandpa's baby. Like my pom-pom was everything to me, you know what I mean? Like he taught me a lot of things too. Like I had to be more hands-on than my dad. He took the ice on the cake. He made me be attentive to things, pay attention to my surroundings, pay attention to the things I'm doing, you know what I mean? The little small details that make me who I am right now.
But did you have any brothers and sisters growing up with you?
I got 11.
You got 11 by who?
My dad got 11 kids, and then my mom got 2. So got my baby sister. That's my heart. That's my.
How old is she now?
She'll be 31 this month. Matter of fact, 2 days before your wife.
How old are you now?
I'm 36. 36, bro.
And you the
oldest.
Middle? Are you the oldest out of all?
I'm oldest out of all of them.
So you got little brothers and sisters. What's the youngest?
My youngest is baby Tony. I think he like 20 now. 19, 20.
So it's Big Dukes, Little Dukes, and Baby Dukes. Or Baby Tony. That's what y'all call him.
Okay. So my pops was trying to be like the foreman, brother. So technically, it's Leon Anthony Dukes. Leon Anthony Dukes Jr., which is me. Leon Anthony Dukes III, which is my little brother. We call him Leon. And then we got Nate. I don't think his middle name is Anthony. Levante Anthony. And then you got Anthony. I can't think of Baby Tony. That's who we call Baby Tony. Anthony something Dukes. So, yeah.
What's one of the...
And Terrion. I forgot Peanut, but he ain't no Dukes, so, but he's still my brother.
What was the name of the elementary school you went to?
So I went to really Osley, majority Osley, Children's Trail, Holy Savior. Yeah, that's all the elementary schools I've been to.
Chisholm Trail, was that a church? I mean, was that a school out in Park City?
Park City. That's where initially that's where I met God rest his soul, Doug, Aaron Wright.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the one that got killed up in Kansas City.
nah, that's A
No,
Hop.
that's A Hop.
Yeah,
Okay, rest in peace to
Dub.
him.
They, I don't know what happened with him. You know what I mean? But exactly, some people say it was an OD. Some people say just some bad drugs and whatnot. But I'm not. I don't. If I can't speak on what I don't know, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, he
But he
passed on me.
passed away. What year was that? You think?
Uh, shit. That was 2021, and it's sad because me and him we was supposed to go to the auction. I talked to him the week beforehand, and we supposed to go to the auction. We was gonna buy some hogs and a cow. We was gonna go half up on it, and I was like, damn, bro. I went to Virginia to see my mom when she was living there, and I was like, bro, I'm gonna be out of town this week. When I get back in town, we're gonna tap in and go to that auction out there in Hutch. And shit, I found out he passed away on me. And it's so crazy because one night we all this is probably like the last time that me and a bunch of the homies was together. And, you know, I tried to fight everybody that night, you know, just because they was partaking in some things that I don't agree with. And, I'm like, shit, yeah, I was on one, you know what I mean? And, you know, Dub, he was the first person to try to shit. He came up and gave me a hug, like what you said was real, you know what I mean? And I appreciate that. I'll never forget that, you know what I mean? And that was my last time seeing him that night.
Was was that like the first close friend you lost?
Nah, A Hop was the one that Aaron Hobson. Yeah, he was the one that hit differently. We was supposed to go play Jamaica together. Like I basically dropped out of high school my senior year. I was cut here my senior year. And my pops had went to jail for some little child support issues and whatnot, but he gave me a senior year after that. So a lot of things, that I was into, he slowed me down too. I was hustling, I was moving and grooving, I was really doing my thing, and he kind of brought me back to just some youthful times, and it was messed up that like he passed away, he got killed in Kansas City, and it was couple a couple weeks after I had my daughter, and I'm in jail. I missed my first child being born because I'm in jail for some punk ass driving shit. You know what I mean? So, but it was hard. She had health issues. At the time of my maturity, I wouldn't have been handling my business like I should have. I probably would have been right out with them, going to the little Prairie View or whatever game it was that way. You know what I mean? So then again, it saved me and got me a chance to be a father. But then again, I'll be thinking often, like, if I was there, would I save him? Because I always kept a pistol on me, regardless of wherever I went. I always had me some type of, you know what I mean? So I don't try to dwell on it too much. I just know, just do what I need to do and make people proud.
How old was you when you first started getting into like carrying guns?
I actually got my first pistol it was in Topeka. I'll never forget, it was a 38 special. I traded dude a half an ounce of weed for it. When I was in the seventh grade.
You know the same grade?
Yeah, seventh grade. Yeah, I was like 12. When I started cutting hair in Liberal, I was 13. So
And when dude gave you that first gun, what you do with it?
kept that in between my mattress. Never played with it, like just something. I mean, I was living with my mom. My mom's everything to me, Like I give her so much credit. But at the time, I lived with my mom and my sister, me in Topeka. So it was just something, just if somebody hit that door, if they played, what I mean, stupid, I knew what to do. So
Like how did you know what to do with it? Like did somebody teach you? Was you trained in it or like uh
I
go ahead,
mean,
that's a phone call you got. Go ahead.
yeah, I call. That's my little sister. I call her back. So my grandpa and my dad, they always carried guns, and they had so much in common. It's hard to decipher because I could talk about my grandpa, I could talk about my dad, but these are some of the men that's in my life. You know what I mean? And my uncle Pope too. So he also played a big part of a lot of later activities that I got into. You know what I mean? But them two, they always believe if it's a gun in the house, everybody need to use it. Need to know how to use it. You know what I mean? That was the gun safety. You know, never point at yourself, never point at nobody else. Treat every gun as if it's loaded. Just all that.
So you got guns became into your life for more more safety reason.
Yeah, it was always a safety reason. And then like I've been hunting a little bit, but not just like I always wanted to go be big on hunting, big on outdoorness, you know what I mean, and surviving out the land. That's how I even got to gardening, you know what I mean? So,
Did you play any sports in high school?
shit, I play football and powerlifting. I might still got the state record for squatting
At what school?
at East.
For real?
Yeah, I was
They
160.
put your name up on the board?
Shit, I don't know. I was my junior about that time. That was the end of the junior year. Went to Hutch. Gotta tell you, man, I got a story about the Hutch trip. It was crazy,
You
bro.
went to college?
No, I went to Hutch for the powerlifting meet. And
Tell me about it.
man, this shit crazy, man.
Hold on real quick. Man, so tell me about what happened at this Hutch story, man. Were you Hutchinson, Kansas?
Hutchinson, Kansas.
And you went to college up there?
No, I ain't go to college. This was my state powerlifting meet. Like, I went up there, showed out. The night before that, though, it was a bunch of bullshit. It didn't have nothing particularly to do with me. But since I was the oldest, I took all the responsibility for it. You know what I mean? But the night beforehand, a couple of my partners that was a couple years younger than me, that gets into it. That gets to busting at the paraphernalia. They hit me up like, Dukes, man, we up here stuck. They ain't woo, 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 woo. Mind you, I'm only 16. So
Busting me like a shootout.
yeah, they got to. I ain't gonna say they got to a shootout personally, but yeah, it was some shit going on at the paraphernalia. You know, this 2004.
That was a concert or something that night?
Man, the paraphernalia. You know, down there in the basement.
Oh.
Yeah. This is back then, bro.
Yeah. The paraphernalia back then used to go
be
down.
live being that motherfucker, man. You either has best memories or the worst. You know what I mean?
Describe what the paraphernalia real quick. The paraphernalia used to be what, like?
Man, it was like a teen club, like shit, like.
But in a basement.
In the basement, it was like one way in, one way out, and
you couldn't get out no other way. And if something went down, you had to run up these stairs to get out to your parking lot.
And hope they done shooting by the time they went. Man, yeah, it was some
How
bullshit.
big was the building, bro?
Shit, that motherfucker down there, I can't even sit back and say it's the same size as my shop right now, bro. Probably like, that motherfucker only fit about 80 people, but it used to be about 200 motherfuckers in there, shoulder to shoulder. Like, yeah, smelling like straight ass, and but we kicked it though.
So your partners, they hit you like boom.
They hit me. I went to sleep early because I had that championship, that state championship powerlifting me in the morning. They like, man, I'm like, bro, I got this meet I gotta go to in the morning. I was like, shit, bro, you know what I mean? We gonna, shit, come get me. We'll ride with you. So, bet. Picked them up. They stayed the night at my house. Made sure I was up. I don't even think they went to sleep. We was at Pop's house then. This is my junior year. And so I'm smooth. I go, do my thing, whatever. These niggas done took off. They hit me like, you want something to eat? I'm like, yeah. So they came back, brought me something to eat, dipped off, met some whores in Hutch. I'm like, damn, where you find these little fine motherfuckers at? So they like, man, leave me here. They want to get left here. I'm like, nigga, y'all roll with me. We come together, leave together. Mind you, I'm the oldest. So shit, we in the Toyota Tercel, nigga. We rolled back with 4 floors. So we 7 deep. Went to the homie house, man. Them bitches went crazy.
Yeah.
everybody waiting because I already talked to Pops, you know what I'm saying? Like, woo, woo, woo. So they really got me in trouble. So everybody was waiting to celebrate because I think I took first place that time. I took first place with my opening bench, my opening squat tied the record. And that was only 405. I think I ended up hitting 465 in squat. And I went up another weight class because I was right. I was 167, but that day I couldn't get to 160. I was like 169. So I placed and did all this shit at 172. So yeah, I went crazy that day, bro. And make a long story short, man, the brides, they get in trouble. They mamas woo woo woo. Pops found out about it. That nigga whooped my ass in the push-up position, made them niggas go get him Kool-Aid.
That's how
All
your
the
pops did you?
now for
He
that,
said get in push-up position.
yeah, they had all three of us in the push-up position, bro. And every time they dropped, I get hit because I was the oldest. Yeah, I was supposed to be the one on top of it. So you know that definitely made me to learn how to maneuver situations different. But yeah, I was in the push-up position for like dinner 2 hours, literally.
Man,
However long, and then I don't know how the bitches they end up at my house. Like they end up at my house, so they in the living room waiting for their mama to come get them from Hutch. I'm in a push-up position. My drawers getting my ass whooped while these niggas couldn't stand tall. Yeah, that was mad crazy, bro. But that was the Hush situation. That's why that situation taught me way more. I got way more from that situation with the bitches than I did about being state champion.
the good thing about this whole thing, man, you had a good dad in your life to teach you something.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
Every time you made a mistake, man, you had your pops in your corner to teach you.
mm-hmm. Always. He always am I wrong or right, up or down. Man, we could agree to disagree. Sometimes we had just alike. When I be on these youngsters' heads, sometimes I be feeling like, damn, I sound just like them. But it's a blessing. I can still call him right now and talk to him about anything, any and everything under the sun.
Are gangs popular in Wichita, Kansas?
Oh, very
When
much
you was
so.
coming up?
Yeah, it was. I mean, sure, it was, North High Almighty Posse, the Junior Boy Sweethearts.
Was you ever part of a gang?
I mean, I got a lot of associates, but yeah,
You more stayed in the lane of a businessman?
I always try to, I conducted, it was always cash first. Can't get no money game banking. But yeah, I got a lot of good close associates, but that's something that I just try to separate myself from a lot.
For sure. Um, you were the father?
Yeah, most definitely. Father first, businessman second, man.
How many kids you got?
Sure, I'm playing spades right now, bro. I got 4 and 2 pops.
Explain that. What's 4 and 2 pops?
Shit, 4 and 2 possibilities. 4 DNA tests to prove, and 2 others that I don't know about yet.
4 and 2 pops.
Yeah,
Possibility.
possibilities. Straight up.
So, how old are your kids?
Shit, my daughter, I'm gonna tell you what they about to be on. 14, 8, 14, 8, 5, 4, 3, and 2 with the maybe babies, last 2.
You ever been married?
Yeah, I tried that route. It wasn't, it
How
was
old was
different.
you when you got married?
Shit, I was 30, like 32, 33.
Would
I was
you?
33.
What's the good and the bad about marriage for you?
First of all, I'm not even gonna even just downplay it. Like, I didn't put forth the effort. It brought out more of a responsibility of knowing you got this household to take care. You took upon this household. You know what I mean? Um, I felt like the situation at hand was kind of rushed. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, that was the worst advice that my dad ever gave me, personally. Man, he kind of encouraged the situation, but it was all on me. I feel like I was drinking a lot then. Also, she was really more my drinking partner than anything. We had a
You was
good,
just having fun drinking or drinking away some pain?
really having fun drinking. Like, you know how I get, bro. I get to drink and get to cook, and you know, and to have what it seemed like a little bit of a helpmate, you know what I mean, was dope to me. Or just to have somebody that was willing, because at that time, bro, like I already had 5 kids. Like after I caught my case in 2018, like I was tripping. You know what I mean? Like I probably should have went and got counseling after that little situation. But shit, I
What
was,
was some of the things you was doing tripping?
man, just really just trying not to be a hoe. Like I always kept, you know what I'm saying, a cool little team or whatnot. And then like shit, I was just trying to stick to one woman, you know what I mean? Fuck with them a couple months. See that, hey, this, all right, you got this, but this ain't working out for me. Then sure, it'll be over short lived. I'll be done left some evidence behind, you know what I mean? And try to get abortions, try to do all that. And knowing it wasn't gonna be nothing good behind it, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, my kids is blessings, but shit, I got 5 court dates this month just on kids, just on visitation, trying to figure out DNA tests, child support, all kind of shit. Like, man, it's harder to be a father. It's harder to be a father for me than, man, like, and going through these cases and these situations with these women playing games and lying. Like, man, one of my baby mamas lied and sat back and said she moved to Texas, the bitch right here in town, lying to these motherfucking people about this and that and the third. And it's like, damn, and just so, just you trying that hard just to keep me away from my son? I ain't did shit too. Everybody feel like people owe them apologies and this and that and the third. I'm like, damn, I'd rather go back and fight 5 more murder cases than to be fighting for these motherfucking kids like that. At least I know I ain't got to deal with my, you know what I'm saying, a part of me and my pain and their well-being. And it's just like, why is it so crazy that, like, we don't have no, us as men, we ain't got no overall say so in what in our kids or what we got to do as men, or what we feel like the things that we would like to what's the word I'm looking for, to teach and and knowing ourselves what we struggle with and what my kids may struggle with or where they might get certain things from. And the biggest advice that I could sit back and tell anybody, like, man, shit, don't have no, choose who you sleep with wisely. Soul ties is real. You know what I mean? Them demons is real. Like, and know your worth. Like, I wasn't knowing my worth. Like, shit, I was just, shit, I was doing my thing. You know what I mean? But not really doing my thing all my life. And then when I tried to slow down, I made babies. Like, I made babies trying not to be a hoe laying up with the same woman versus when I'm moving the groove and using rubbers. I'm nutting where you can see it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no misconstruing about what the fuck is going on. It's shit, we doing our thing, get on about your way. You know I got a couple more. So shit, yeah, I was a janitor at one point in time. I had house keys.
Yeah.
Shit. That's just how it was. And then when I tried to switch up, it was just something foreign for me. You know what I mean? It was something different. And I didn't choose wisely. I always went with Bob's and versus and ignored red flags versus peeping shit out the rip, you know what I mean, and going with that, you know what I'm saying? Like, anybody come in my life, especially like us being barbers. You can't judge a book by its cover. We done have people come in that look like they ain't got no money or ain't spending nothing or like dude like, oh shit, it's $100 for the haircut, man. You got the hours. But I got there and still dropped 140. And you looking like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like you never could judge a book by its cover. You never know what anybody goes through. And that's what I love about this barber game also, man. Ain't no two walks of life the same. None. None the same, bro. So yeah. But back to the baby mama situation, like, you know, I feel like me having my kids made me a better man. It takes away time for bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I eat healthier because this is what I want to feed my kids. I'm cooking more. I'm praying more. You know what I mean? We push-ups, sit-ups. How many push-ups? We having competitions, then, a lot of times, man, it seems like bitches got, well, no, excuse me, these females got amnesia. They forget what you done did for them. They forget that, yeah, I had this going on, but I sacrificed too. But they don't see that. They just rather you not have nothing and still do for these kids versus them not being able to take care of these kids or struggling with these kids, but the daddy over here got everything they need. And I always say, like, shit, if you can't handle one, shit, bring them over here. I got them.
Yeah.
I don't need no clothes. I don't need none of that. Send them with the clothes on their back. We gonna figure it out. So they don't want to hear that. They just rather just bash you and make you just look hella bad and all that type of shit, man. I'm over it, bro.
Why you think women like that? Why you think women that that's bitter about their baby daddies uh talk about them in a bad way? Why you think they spread them rumors like that? Like they want their image to be bad.
Bro, for one, I think mental health is really a problem, especially with a lot of these women. I ain't saying I'm not bashing no females. Niggas do we do foul shit. We lie, we cheat, we want our cake and eat it too. We want to be players and so on and so forth about shit and want multiple households. I mean, I'm not saying that we are all bad and that we don't apply, but some of the stuff that I'm dealing with personally is just fucking ridiculous, bro. My son got sick last night. This is just today. I can show you messages. My son got sick last night. I drive out my way out west. She ain't got no thermometer for him. She feel like the boy burning. So I stop by Walgreens, grab a thermometer, grab some little old, you know what I'm saying, medicines and whatnot, whatever he had needed at the time. I goes over there. I'm chilling with him on the couch. She rambling on, just talking, and talk about, oh, I wish I could have a new car. I wish I could take. I just got back from Texas visiting my mom and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could take trips to Texas. I'm like, damn, it sounds like you fucking envious,
Like a jealous
like
talk.
jealous type of time. And then, so they just dropped his insurance, like the state did, because she doing good. I'm not bashing her by no means, but it just showed me the mental health process of it. So she doing good. She got a nice house. She keeping herself up. Looking good. All that. You know what I mean? Like I'm not hating in that type of way. It's just that what threw me off was that they just dropped my son's insurance because you making more money, and the state's not picking up the insurance. Whatever. I'm on child support, or whatever the case may be. We can figure that out. So, and the reason why I bring that up is because I'm like, okay, if his temperature don't drop after we get this medicine in him, well, we're gonna take him to the emergency room. She like, Well, I don't want to take them to the emergency room because I don't want that bill going on my credit. I'm just gonna clean my credit up. Woo, 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 woo. I'm like, well, fuck it. I'll take them to the emergency room. Peace, why she sit back and tell me that she don't want me to take my son to the emergency room because she don't want them to think that he lives with me?
Oh, I didn't heard. I didn't heard it all.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm silent. Then she want to carry on and carry on. Like,
Why you think she said that?
why?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Probably because shit got child support issues right now. What's the case? I ain't tripping about the motherfucking child support. Let's do what's right. I ain't tripping about this credit either. Fuck it. I'll file bankruptcy if that's the case. Shit. But let's take care of these kids. Then I called today. After I left, she got to carry on. And this is what I hate about these females. Like, don't y'all do so much to try to hurt somebody and get a reaction out of somebody instead of just being cool about it. You could just be cool. You say what you gotta say. If I don't agree with you, why I'm even gonna raise a response? I don't argue with women. I don't argue with niggas. You can have it. It's not that important to me. I'm comfortable laying down by myself and I'm the king of my castle. I work hard and grind hard for mine. You stay right here. If you don't want your son, here, I'll blow his ass up. You don't need no clothes. He good over here. That's just how I feel. But I'm not about to sit back and argue with you about none of this shit. And y'all done took my kids away from me for so long and so, you know what I mean, and play these games with this shit. I don't care. That's why I took all of them to court. That was some hard shit for me to do. I don't want to deal with these people and be in court. You know what I'm saying? Bro, like I had like literally in the last 2 months, I had like 8 court cases. Nah.
Dang.
You know what I mean? All on trying to do what's right as a father. Like, I ain't gotta argue with you. I'm not gonna beg and plead to kiss ass just to see my kids. You know what I'm saying? So shit. Fuck it. The court's gonna sit back and let me get my kids. I'll pay child support, even though I don't care if it's $5 a month. I'm still making a payment on it. Then leave me the fuck alone about it. And that's just where I'm at with it. So, like,
Would you call would you call her a bitter baby mama?
that particular one, I don't think she's bitter. I think she's just more so mad about her situation, or wanting more, but getting hung up. Because I did learn, did take the time at one point in time, a couple years ago, and actually got to know who I'm dealing with. But I just don't understand the thought process whenever it gets down to handling business. Like, why do you have to be so spiteful because you want a response about me? And that's just, especially when something important is our son running 102 temperature, no sniffles, no coughs. I'm like, damn, dude got spider bite, whatever, like shit. And she act like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm country, like shit. Give him an alcohol bath, lukewarm water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know how to take care of a kid.
Yeah.
I got, you know what I'm saying? I've been around plenty of kids. I got plenty of kids. I know what to do as far as
It sounds
whatever.
like you came up on good remedies too. Like them old school remedies.
Oh yeah, most definitely,
You ain't
man.
got instead of rushing to the hospital, you know how to take care of stuff
Yeah,
with
but
remedy.
yeah,
Yeah.
good remedy. Sure, I put some alcohol on the towel, on the cool towel, and slap it on top of their head. Like, all right, let's see if this work for right now. You know what I mean? I like, and thank God that I still got my one of my grandmothers around that I could call and get any good game. And my aunties, like, what I noticed, and this is why I will say that it is some jealousy and envy is that I have an awesome family. I got, man, I'm talking about, I got the greatest family God could have ever gave me. We ain't never had no molestation cases going on around the camp. We ain't had no, you know what I mean? You know, had some in the bullshit with a couple of cousins, baby daddies or whatnot, but it was never just so serious to the point where, like, it disgracing or this whatever. Like we all come together, we eat together, we could depend on each other. I could drop any kids off at wherever, you know what I mean? Like I have a whole tribe, bro. And from my little sisters, my little sister, I say little sister, my little sister cousins. Man, you know what I mean? Like shout out to them. They they don't hold no bars. They tell me about myself every time, even if I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? They tell me about myself. They ain't never just been no agreeance with me or try to like, you know, damn well you shouldn't have did that or said that. You know, that's how they is. So they keep it funky with me. You know, good, wrong, right? They don't embarrass me in front of no company, but they will, you know what I mean, do that. And they dependable and supportive. And even with my little brothers, like I'm proud of my little brothers. My little bro, Vontae, who you was just asking about, you know, he got all three of his kids, full-time daddy.
Oh, that's
Ben
what's
had all
up.
three of his kids. I admire him. I
Yeah.
can't wait till I can get to that point. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it just is what it is. It's a work in progress. And I see the joy that he get when he, you know what I mean? He had them a good week and they hitting the ball and they breaking shit down. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get there too. We're going to do this together. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it took me 16 years and I finally got mine.
Yeah,
It ain't no better feeling
right,
than having him every day
right.
and teaching him about me, about life,
Mm-hmm.
and knowing the things that he go through. Being an everyday father, bro, can't nothing
Yes.
outbeat it. I've
Yeah.
been praying, and I'm still praying for my other
Yeah.
man to come on in because on me.
It's a blessing, man. It's like, see, one thing that I know about having brothers is if you could have your brothers together where they ain't got necessarily like each other, they ain't even got to fuck with each other. But they could be on one same page to know that they have the same foundations and fundamentals of always pulling up, checking on your well-being, and knowing what each one is good for. So if you know your brother over here a carpenter and you do roofing and another brother that over here does plumbing, you know what I mean? Y'all could build y'all house. Like put the shit together, make it make sense. And I just don't want to. I think the biggest thing about me and having boys and having them so close to age, I don't want them to grow up divided. I don't want them to not know who they siblings is or fuck that nigga. They ain't, you know, they ain't my brother or, you know what I mean? We ain't grow up in the same house or whatever. I don't want that type of situation.
Do you think it's important for black families to grow together and have businesses together?
Most definitely. I feel like I feel like people gotta get out this mind state of being the boss, being the head over everything. I don't want to be the head over everything. Let me get 10% of the responsibility so it's not on you. I'm willing to get 10% of the profit. I don't give a fuck if you make $1 million. Shit, I'm cool with 100,000. I'm cool with whatever. Just I don't want. But the problem that I noticed that with a lot of people that they want the whole cake and be able to divvy out whatever, but don't want the responsibilities. So with that being implied is I believe that we need to be able to live off the land, invest our money, and black businesses, black own everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that we gotta get out the mind state of not having time to invest in our youth, to invest in ourselves, uh, letting the way of the world get ahead of us. It's like it's so many things in that consist of day-to-day living that we lose track of the stuff that we may enjoy or the stuff that is dear to us. shit, might have a high ass electric bill. You know what I mean? Missed the payment plan. Got to come up with ooh, woo, 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 woo. You know what I mean? Like we let those type of stresses get ahead of us versus actually taking time out to build our youth or support our brothers just because we deal with what's convenient versus going the extra mile and deal with, what's gonna give back to us.
Nah, that's what's
So
up.
yeah. And I don't know. I'm kind of when you ask me one thing, I feel like I'm going off into multiple things, but
No, it's all
like
right. That's just how your brain function.
yeah.
So it's I mean, ain't no wrong, ain't no bad answer. This is all about your opinion.
Mm,
And church TV is all about hearing your opinion and your thoughts about things.
yeah.
So that's all to the good. But man, so I was around the time where you had caught your case,
Yeah.
and I wanted to talk to you about your case. This is your very first case ever that you had caught with the you had trouble with the law.
Uh, Now I had another case that some bullshit. Basically, uh, got a raid. One of my roommate at the time left a little pack there. I wasn't there.
How old was you?
Uh, shit, about 22. And
What was you doing around the time? You was working, barber. What was you doing?
I got kicked out of barber school, bro. Like it took me, I got kicked out of barber school 3 or 4 different times. Like it was something that I wanted. Like when I graduated barber school, I had like dinner 2,700 hours, like 22. I then I completed the program like twice. But by the time they worked it out, but yeah, I was moving the group. You know what
So,
I mean?
so about this first case, what happened? What kind of charge was it?
It was just a simple possession case.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a
You
simple
serving
possession.
time for that?
I ended up, I pleaded out to paraphernalia and no felony. They ended up giving my guns back on that case too. Still got the same chop to this day, bro.
So
But
when they caught the possession charge, they found weapons too.
yeah, they found I had an AR, a pistol, and that's all I had at the house, just a little personal shit. You know what I mean?
They came to your house
Yeah, they kicked in my door when I was 22.
and raided you and tried to say you was hustling.
Yeah. Oh.
Well,
But I
really,
had 3
but
roommates though at the time, so there's a lot of traffic, a lot of bitches. I got down to the bottom of that situation, and really one of my partners, he was fucking with a female, and the bitch was just catching hella cases, and she the one that basically told him, you know what I'm saying, told on, tell on 3 get free type situation, you know what I mean? So Bush was my roommate at the time. So she told on me, and there was a couple of other people around me that they dogs got hit too.
oh man.
Yeah,
And your second case came in. Well,
Tw-
how old was you?
2018. It was 2 weeks after my 30th birthday.
Talk to me. What kind of charge was it, and what happened?
Well, shoot, that was initially they charged me with second-degree murder. I dropped it down to manslaughter, and then they got me full immunity. You know what I mean? Later on, but it was really just some bullshit, just all the way through and through.
Run me through that day.
The day, oh man, that day was beautiful, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was like one of the best days I could have up until that case. Like, I was handling business about to close on my house. The one, I still got it to this day. Uh, Pay my shop rent up, was paying bills, making sure everything was intact. So I think I went to the shop that day, man. I had like down there 400 before 12 o'clock type shit.
Oh, you had a good day.
I
You
had a good,
rolling.
I'm rolling, paying bills, rolling. 400 before 12, boom. I'm
You're on top of your bills. This is a
bills.
good time in
This
your life.
good time of my life. I'm 30, ain't nothing else, man. I got 50 at the time, man. That day I had 54 guns, bro. I was big into guns. I love the little shoot competition, 3-gun competition. That's my hobby. That's what I like to do. Like,
Yeah.
so I tapped in that day. I'll never forget this day, man. Like, I was gonna take I was still kind of off and on with my first BM, my first baby mama, and I had a good day. I was gonna take them to the drive-in that night, and I'm like, hey, I'm about to get off work early. I'm gonna shut the shop down, and I'll be there in an hour or so. So I'm waiting for J Dog to pull up. You remember my boy J Dog, yeah, and to come clean the shop or whatnot. Another head walks in. J Dog on bullshit. J Dog didn't come to that evening type situation, you know what I mean? But the other head walk in, baby mama, like, you just lie about everything. I'm like, shit, I told you I was waiting for J Dog, and another head walk in. I ain't gonna turn down the money while I'm up here waiting. Well, I'm supposed to say no. So we ended up going to the drive-in that night. And I used to be kind of salty because I'm like, shit, if you didn't catch that attitude with me, we would have been at the drive-in and that shit would have never happened. You know what I mean? But so she cops the attitude.
What's the drive-through?
The drive-in movies. This
Oh,
is
okay.
June. Bro. That was our thing. We went to I tried to spend time with my kids and so on and so forth. So we used to go to the drive-in, make a pallet in the bed of my pickup, you know what I'm saying? And shit,
That sound like fun
you
right
know,
there.
like, man, like,
That's what daddies do with their kids. Yeah.
yeah. So that's how we used to do it, you know what I mean? And like, my homegirl pulls up. So I end up staying there all day. I'm pissed about, the little drive-in situation and whatnot. My homegirl, she pulls up, like, damn, what's going on, Mr. Dukes? I ain't heard from you. You good? Woo, woo, woo. I'm like, yeah. So we end up going, snatching a little bottle. We about to go to the lake. I'm not gonna lie, niggas was trying to get a little head on the lake. You know what I mean? Shit, just, you know how niggas is. But
Yeah.
so we waiting for J-Dog to pull back up to lock up the shop. And it was a nigga and a female pulled through the parking lot. I'm on 21st and Grove.
You sitting inside your barbershop?
No, I'm sitting inside the truck, bro. I'm sitting inside the
Right
truck.
in front of your barbershop?
Right in front of my barbershop. And I got to rewind the situation a little bit. About 2 weeks prior to that, chick I used to, deal with, she comes up to the shop like, damn, Tony, I'm about to run out of gas. You got $5, $10 till I get paid. I'm like, yeah. Ain't seen her in about a year or two. You know what I mean? I ain't messed with her for sure over a year. And she was like, all right, cool. So I let Bart gave her $10, general conversation. How your kids doing? Did you finish school? You know what I mean? Just quiet. We ain't fall out. I don't fall out with people like that. Like, that's something that I try my best to do. I always try to treat people as if I want to be treated in fair and square type situation. So she hits me up on Facebook Messenger like later on that week. This is like a Tuesday, Wednesday, like Friday, Saturday. She hits me up on some, I got your money for you. Come by my job and get it. I'm like, damn, I forgot about it. But if you ever in the area, drop it off. If not, I'm not tripping. It was only like $10, bro. Like, I'm not petty like that. So the next week she comes through, pops in, gave me the 10 back. I'm in the middle of a haircut. I'm like, all right, take care, baby. No, simple shit, nothing more. Nigga hits me up from her Facebook page talking about leave my bitch alone. I thumbs up the shit like, you got it, I don't fuck with this bitch. Like, you tripping, peeps. Like, I don't even know who you is because it's on her Facebook page. We didn't have numbers or nothing like that. So I never paid no attention to it. So she hits me up the following, like the following week, that weekend or something, talking about what's up with you? You still loving around? You still got hoes? You still being a little hoe? And at the time, I'm like, shit, I'm chilling. I'm really blessed. You know what I mean? Like, shit, I ain't got no brides. I was really, for real, I was trying to, make that shit work with my baby mama at the time. Um, Shit, I was closing on my house. Just took over the shop clean, nice, getting that together, doing my little add-ons. You know what I mean? Business is rolling good. Like, I had no complaints. My 30th birthday, bro, I had no complaints about life. Like, I was at peace, humbleness. Like, I couldn't complain about shit, bro. So,
Y'all sitting out front of y'all shop in the truck.
then we go back to sitting back in front of the shop on the truck. So, my Wi-Fi was cut off at the shop. But I
You
guess,
so this young lady that's sitting in the truck with you, it's your girl.
no, that's just a homegirl, bro. I mean, we used to fuck around, of course, but that is a good unconditional friend to me.
You want to state her name?
No, I ain't gonna state her name. Y'all could Google the shit if I want to. It's in the paper, but I ain't about to just state her name.
Okay, for sure.
But I mean, shit. Everything I'm saying is facts. You could Google it. You know what I mean? But we was we was at the shop, seeing, just chopped it up. We just pulled back around. We just left the liquor store. Gave J Dog his little old shit so he could run around the corner and get his work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit, like, we waited for J Dog to pull up. Gave him that. I'm like, J Dog, make sure you get them cleaning supplies too. I gave him like $50. And so by the time we up there waiting for J Dog, so she done put her feet up and shit. I don't lit me a cigarette. And we in the truck. So I'm in this the driver's side, this the passenger side. You know what I'm saying? So the nigga say the parking lot behind us, we facing towards the shop. So I was a nigga and the bitch pull up. They in the whole nother car that, I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know this nigga. And they fighting. I see the bitch head hitting the window. Doom, doom, doom. She like, Tony, you see this shit? I'm like, hell yeah, I see this shit. So she was about to put it on Snapchat. But she like, hell no, I wouldn't want nobody to do me like that. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, I wish. Later on, now I'm like, I wish she would have kept that shit recorded. So the nigga get out the car talking about, where the nigga at? Where the nigga at? I'm like, she like, damn, I'm like, this about to be good. Like, where this nigga at?
So did you recognize the girl?
No, she hadn't got out the car by this time, bro. It was just the nigga. It was just nigga getting
And you
out.
just thinking this a random stuff.
Like, yeah, like, shit, where this nigga at? Like, ooh, this shit about to get juicy. This motherfucker, who ass he trying to whoop? So peeps, no bullshit, man. This nigga gets out the car, walking towards my truck. So,
He have anything in his hand?
nah, he ain't have shit in his hand, bro. But on the same token, I know I got my pistol on my waist. But I'm already in defense mode because you didn't have shit in your hand, but you got, so, nigga, same exact pistol and everything I popped the nigga with. So I dropped my pistol, put in my lap, like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, so he walking up to me, like, oh man, you fucking my bitch. Da da da. I'm like, peace. By this time, she ain't got the
He
car.
outside your
Nigga reaching for my car door. I'm like, initially, let me wind it back. He reaching for my car door. I'm like, nigga, bad the fuck back.
your window down or up?
My window down. Me in the car smoking. We just parked, peeps. We literally just parked. Waiting for J-Dog. I done lit up a cigarette, window down. Nigga, we down there got our feet kicked out the window type shit, just chopping it up. Didn't even get a chance to open up the bottle. You know what I mean? And he comes reaching for my car door. And that's when I drew up. I'm like, man, bad the fuck back. Because if you would have opened up my car door, I'm not about to sit here and tussle with you. I'm going to pop your ass. Cause it's a pistol right here in the case. You know what I mean? So nigga backtrack like, you wanna play like that? You wanna play like that? I got something for you. I got something for you. So the chick, she done got out the car, talk about, Tony, tell him me and you ain't messed around in years. I'm like, nigga, I don't fuck with this bitch. I need to move around with this shit. And then that's why I was like, but he's still reaching for my car door. That's why I drew my pistol like, bad the fuck back, bad the fuck back. Like, nigga, like, I'm not about to wrestle with you, especially behind this bitch that I ain't fuck with. So that's when he got the backtracking. After I drew my pistol on him, I got something for you. I got something for you. So, like, you want to play like that? So the nigga opens up the car door, reaches inside the car. When he reaches inside the car and gets back out, I popped his ass. I was a stick. I mean,
Did you get out the truck?
no, I popped him from inside the truck, bro. Put that motherfucker in reverse. And I hung my pistol right out the window in case I didn't hit him.
How many shots you fired?
I shot like 5 times, bro. I wasn't. I had a 30 pack on me that I just got. I just ordered that 30 pack. It just came in, so I was like, damn, it's pretty. It was like a red or it was a red clip or something like that. I'm like, damn, or see through. It was see through. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker pretty. So I just slapped it on there. You know what I mean? That was the first day I got it too. Loaded it up.
I remember, I sat into your trial. I came and sat into your trial,
Yeah.
and I remember listening inside your trial, and they were saying your first 2 shots. The first one missed him. The second one hit him,
Yeah.
and they was trying to say that you basically you had target. You was like
Like a marksman.
You was a
or
marksman,
Like a trained professional
like a
type.
trained professional. I remember they were
Yeah.
trying to stick that on you
That
because you
was.
hit him. Your second bullet hit him.
Yeah, and I didn't fire that many shots too, so they tried to use that shit against me. It wasn't like I was shooting it to intend to kill the nigga, but on the same token, I'm not about to play with you nor risk my life. And I'm glad.
Did you know you hit him when you hit him?
No, I didn't know. Realize shit. Just being real funky with you, bro. I thought I shot the nigga in the head, but inside the car, because that's what I aim for. If you look at it, I aim for the nigga head because the way he was looking, this the passenger seat, this the driver's seat. The nigga was looking and aiming that motherfucker. That's why I thought at that moment, you know what I mean? That he was trying to shoot from out his back window. So that's how that bullet hole, that was my last shot I fired. Was right there between that window. But that's the only time I thought I had hit him. You know what I mean? I was for real, intentionally going for the nigga. But yeah, the bullet hole right there, peeps. Like if you done seen all the shit, that was the one I was going for. And not knowing I had already hit him.
Man, that had to be a scary day right there. Was it scary for you, or was you like, how did you feel?
Like
When you getting up out of there, like you put the truck in reverse, get up out of there. Is the chick still in the passenger seat with
she
you?
took off running, and that was the scariest part about it because it's like just your reaction time. Like when she took off running, I know she was behind the car. I didn't want to run her over. You know what I'm saying? But my bullshit didn't have nothing to do with what she had going on. So I was more so, of course, I'm gonna protect myself, but I was more so worried about her safety. And when she took off, his chick took off running. And you know how before any shots was fired, when he said that, oh nigga, that I got something for you, I got something for you. And you even watched the statements on there and how the police try to reword it. Remember when he was like, so you knew Lafayette was going to get a gun, or you knew he was or did Mr. Dukes already have a gun? Like, of course she knew I already had a gun, but they didn't ever revert back to him knowing that because she said yes that he was going to get his gun. You know what I'm saying? But they never reverted back or touched bases about that. That's why come is like when I seen that, I just seen how the law worked. Like y'all even in interrogations, y'all try to manipulate people's words to use shit against them. You know what I'm saying? Because if I was a white boy, even the police officer told me like, boy, if you was white, you would have got off on that. You would have been a good Samaritan. You helped the damsel in distress. Da 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 da. This is what the fucking police told me. I'm at the shooting range with retired sheriffs, and they telling me this shit. I got to reaching out to all my shooting. That's who I used to do 3-gun competitions with. I'm reaching out to them. They like, man, that's fucked up. They just doing this shit because you black. They doing it, you know what I mean? Blase, blase, etc. And they stayed their distance from me, but it was like, damn, like even my boy Tony got arrested, so they used to own Napa firearms. Cool dude. Like I used to shave his head every week. This is how tied in I'm in with the shooting community. It's a community, and they used to love the fact that it was like not the other type. They used to love the fact that it was actually a young black man, you know, able and capable to legally own firearms and actually put some color and some diversity into the mix. You know what I mean? Because they got questions too. They wasn't like some of them wasn't scared to ask me questions and so on and so forth. You know, or how I feel about this or how I feel about that. And you know, shit, I believe in black guns matter. Shit, honestly, I feel like we need to teach our youth that. We need to tap in with it. It's so many accidental shootings just due to people not knowing gun safety. Absent fathers or females playing around and not being able to be around the people that could teach their kids something, so on and so forth. You know what I mean?
You know what we need to do? We need to we need to put together something like a gun safety class program and go teach the ones that want to learn how to shoot.
But I already looked into that, bro. And one thing about it is being able to write a proper contract out to to protect us and to protect the kids as far as insurance purposes. You know what I mean? Be,
I got it for you already, bro. I
okay.
just got insurance on myself
Yeah.
as a
So
level 4 security,
uh,
personal protector, bodyguard. I got and I got the lawyers for you. I got where you can
yeah.
pay your own insurance one time a year, and you're assured across all 50 states.
Okay. Okay. So
That'll turn you on.
yeah, you turn me on to that. And I don't want to stop just at gun safety. I want to stop. I want it to be all the way around. I want kids to learn home ec, learn gardening skills, learn how to be able to change a tire, jump their mama's car off. You know what I'm saying? The key essentials of life as a man. You know, because I can't. My mom was a single. My dad is my dad. You know what I mean? But I grew up in the household with my mother. I was the man of the house. My mom, she always had the final decision, but she always ran things through me to see how I felt about them. And she always valued my opinion. So, with that being said, it's like, why should I have what? And that's what taught me as a man not to argue with women. If my mama valued my opinion and what I said so much as growing up, whether it didn't make any, you know what I'm saying, make anything or whatever, at least she still asked, you know, and the way society would break you down is like your feelings don't matter. You know what I mean? And when you mention the marriage situation, you mention the baby mama situation, it's like our kids, your feelings don't matter as a man towards the things you care the most about. You know what I mean? You've been 16 years with this one. You done cried, you done spilled tears, you done been irritated, frustrated, all that type of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, he with you now, it's certain things that okay, he got. I'm pretty sure. I'm just speaking just from observation. He got qualities to you that's like, okay, son, you bringing something to the table. Then you like, then it be the other times you be like, oh goddamn, I'm throwing the hat on. You know, when left field on me right there, boy, where'd you get that from? Let me get you together real quick, because there's the patience and and the balance behind it.
Yeah.
But at least you're getting the point to learn your son and getting to know who you dealing with.
Yeah.
And if a man don't get that type of action or at least if you don't get that type of experience, then you don't know. You coming at some shit blind.
Yeah.
You don't know what he experiencing over there. You know, shit. My worst baby mama, this bitch selling pussy in the motherfucking garage, homie.
Yeah.
You know, bitch, down there almost. I ain't gonna wish this on her. Scared that she gonna OD. Playing with me, talk about you out of town, this and that and the third. You know, ain't no telling what you experience. I go to the doctor with my son. He acting the motherfucking fool. That's before we even fell out, acting the motherfucking fool. Don't whoop him, just whisper in his ear and tell him to do better. What the fuck? We in here because he having problems hearing. He got water on his motherfucker. No, whoop his ass. Discipline. Put him off in the corner. Do something. I ain't saying just abuse him, but I'm saying let it be known the first time that this is unacceptable. You know what I mean? And don't stop me from doing it. But y'all want to raise tender kids. Y'all don't want men to discipline. Y'all don't want men to be men. Y'all want us to be whatever the hell y'all want us to be. But you want to raise the man.
No, they can't do that.
Come on now. Like, I'm not respecting because there's a lot of women that be on top of that don't mind. Oh man, you ain't gonna be with this sissy shit. You ain't gonna do this. You ain't gonna. I see it. Shit, we barbers, bro. We see all walks of life, all different type of situations. So I'm not saying every woman's like that. I'm just saying some of the ones that I'm personally dealing with is. I can only tell you about my personal experience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I want everybody to be great. I always been for the youth. I'm always with growth and prosperity. You know what I mean? I'm open to doing different things. And just because I was one way at this point in my life, don't mean I'm not that I haven't grown or elevated. Just because I'm liable to shit. I used to turn up, get faded all week. You said it like, bro, we used to turn up, get faded on a random day. Shit, drinking all day at the shop.
Yeah.
Nigga, who got time to do that now, bro?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a drink with you. We chopping it up. But no, I'll wait till the weekend. To when I ain't waking up early like that no more. This shit ain't affecting me no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like shit, I ain't bouncing back up like that, my nigga. Like, so why I'm gonna keep on if it's starting out to work for me, why I'm gonna keep on doing the same shit?
Yeah.
But people can't get past that. You show people wherever the fuck you want to show them through social media or whatever the case might be. Think I'm doing this, think I'm doing that. Not knowing I got 2 other businesses I'm in the process of working on.
Yeah.
Not knowing that, I'm working on some major shit in the cut. But I got to find the balance in my time and iron out the things that matter to me right now. Now, Easter was the last, this past Easter was my last straw with not being around my kids.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's when I got to filling out paperwork, turning and going to court, XYZ type of shit. Man, I spent like $700 just on filing papers, bro.
Trust me.
Man, hold on. I'm about to show you some crazy shit real quick. I'm so serious about getting my kids, bro. This is my full-fledged binder with any paperwork I got on. Anything that's current, anything that's current, I'm going through it right now is in this shit right here. Like, yeah, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get organized with it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm dead serious and struck on it. And you have to do it because us as men, we laid back, we cool. We're gonna go through the motions. You know what I'm saying? You might got a good support system behind our back that make sure that you stay on top of it. You know what I mean? But if you ain't got that support system and you're a single man or or you just freshly dealing with somebody or whatever the case may be, they ain't gonna be able to iron out everything that you need ironing out. You can teach them, you can coach them, but that's still a progress within itself.
Right.
But in the meantime, let me keep track of my own documents. Let me set up, man, I got a whole other email set up just for my kids between child support, visitation, and all that shit. Like, I ain't, I don't want to throw my hands, because I don't throw my hands in the air with their mamas, but I don't want to throw my hands in the air for my kids. So let me approach things at a different nature to be more responsible and hold myself to accountability. To say I put forth the honest effort. If you if you complaining about something for so long and you ain't doing nothing to affect it or be great or change the situation, my nigga, you just a fucking complainer.
Yeah.
If you ain't standing on business, then you just ain't standing on no motherfucking business.
Yeah.
There's a lot of these hoe ass niggas around here that don't stand on business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm not the type that's, yeah, I can handle, bro, of course, yeah, I'm gonna handle anything in the motherfucking streets. But they ain't got nothing to do with how I feed my kids or my businesses or how my peoples is feeling. The hands-on, the knowledge I got to offer. You know what I'm saying? My resources. Shit, I'm trying to make everything. I'm trying to make mine's great. Everybody I care for great. But I'm not going for no dumb shit no more, bro. With women. And I'm sorry that we talked about that a little bit more because it's irritating. I got, you know what I'm saying? Like
No, that's real life
yeah,
issues.
it's real life
A
issues.
lot of men, a lot of us is going through that, bro. I went through that for so long in my life. I could tell you all about that. I'm telling you, my daughter 21 and my son 16,
Yeah,
and man, I hate
man,
those times, bro. Those
man, bro.
times is hard and tough. My boy got to pour up a drink. Cause it's stressful. It's a big conversation right here because on me, bro, I be needing them conversations just to know, man, we ain't the only ones.
But it's possible. You could co-parent and be a father without being in the household, being or whatever, man. Like shit, man. Bro. If I knew better, I would have damn sure did better. But back to the conversation at hand, man. Yeah, but that case it fucked me up. I should have went and probably got some counseling about it. Should went talk to somebody. I killed the nigga. I didn't even know his motherfucking name.
Man,
Ain't never met this man. But he damn sure was gonna knock me the fuck off.
and you right because listen, in your court, the police had a camera on him, and I seen the first police to respond to the incident.
That
And when
nigga,
he came and he ran around to dude was going for a Uzi, and he
he
had a
had a
clear,
tech
yeah,
to
he
be
had a
exact. You
tech
know, I know my guns. He had a tech. He
with
was
the,
gonna eat my ass alive,
and he
bro.
had a full long clip.
Yeah, he had a full on, at least a 30 pack on it.
Yeah,
I think the
and they checked his well, they said this in court. They checked his blood too. He was off some drugs too. He
yeah,
had drugs in
drugs
his
in his
system,
system,
and it was
liquor
very
in his
high count.
he ain't had liquor. He was 2 times the legal
He
limit of
was
intoxication.
that man was going through something with that woman,
Yeah.
and man, he came up there and he was gonna just take it out on you.
Right. And another thing that I found out later on that like he had just lost his job 2 weeks prior to that situation.
Oh,
And he was working at Johnson Controls and he worked with one of my partners, you know what I mean? And I was like, damn, like maybe if he didn't lose a job. But the nigga lost his job because he was coming to work drunk. From what I heard, I don't know how true it is. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know that I didn't know that nigga.
what about his family?
Bro, man, his brother outside that court, like, he came to me on some like, man, it's been hella times. Like, yeah, I know where you at. Like, yeah, there's been times I wanted to crash out. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, bro, I understand the feeling. I'm gonna crash out. You know, I'll be wanting to crash out behind mine. But I'm easy to find.
Yeah.
You know, here, you want my phone number? I'll meet you wherever you want to go. We can, however you want to do it. I'm not saying that, you know. And I told him, I shook his hand. I said, man, I tried to shake his hand. I said, I'm sorry about your loss. Like, genuinely. My nigga,
Did
man,
you expect him to shake your hand?
did I expect him to?
Yeah.
No. But on the same token,
So was that you checking his temperature or just trying to see where he was at with it? Like,
me, that was me, that was me genuinely apologizing. I said, I'm sorry about your loss. That's me genuinely apologizing to him. Nigga, you, like,
how soon after all this was
this was
this?
about a year
A year
after,
after this.
a year after this.
Do you think that was too soon?
This when they dropped my case, bro. He was there. This is the only time I ran into him.
This is at the courthouse,
This at the courthouse.
and they told you that
They used the
you
wrong, from the hearing that you went to when I was in jail. The hearing that you went to when they put all the amenity hearing. They used the wrong case laws, and they should have let me out that, they should have dropped it that day. So my lawyer, thank God that she was a court-appointed lawyer, bro.
I know,
And
and she came, but I'm gonna tell you something. You had that dude for first 48 hours, and he sat in your case and listened to it. And then he started giving your lawyer pointers. He
pointers,
started
yeah,
popping
yeah,
at her
he
like, "Hey,
did,
you need to
he
go out
did,
there." And when we took a recess, I
mm.
talked to your lawyer.
Yeah,
I had a conversation with her, and she was kind of familiar. But when dude walked up, man, he gave her so much game. He
huh.
said, "You need to get your recognition for this, and I'm gonna tell you how."
Yeah, yeah,
And he told her. He started going crazy
yeah.
over there. Next thing you know, you was telling me, bro, it's over with.
Yep, yep. Man, house arrest for it.
But let's go back to the brother, man. So this is outside the
This
courthouse,
is outside the courthouse.
and then you tried to genuinely just shake his hand and say, "I'm sorry."
Yeah,
And
like,
what was his reaction?
he didn't want to shake my hand, but he was like, man, you know, man, I thought about coming up on you so many times, and like, all right, if you thought about it, I get it. Nigga, truth be told, I thought about coming for your ass, just go ahead and just, I would eliminate the problem. So I get where you're coming from.
You told him that.
Huh?
You
Yeah.
told him that. You thorough. You thorough. You thorough. What happened when you told him that? What was his
Bro,
response?
hold up. Nigga, even when we came, when I went up to the 6-4, you remember the first initial interview? They showed my interview.
Yeah.
I seen ambulance, so of course he was hit. How's he doing?
On me, you said you was checking on him like, is he okay?
Is
And
he
then,
okay?
and the, you know what's the thing about, I heard when I listened to you in the evidence room, I mean, the interrogation room, at the end, when you were saying, I just want to ask for a lawyer, and you didn't have too much to say after that, and he was about to walk out, the DA was about to walk out, and you said, hey, but can you tell me his name? I said, man, bro just wanted to know his name. He didn't even get the. So I can see, bro, how you was now that you say like, man, I should have went to counseling after that. Cause it make you think about so much, huh?
Bro, and not even that, like, man, like, I've been in there. I've been in love. You know, I done fell out of. I'm not saying I'm no better than the next man, peeps. Like, that could have been me at one point in time of my life, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It could have been me. Nigga, My first baby mama, nigga, bro, I threw away a $1,700 engagement ring. Threw that bitch smooth out the window.
What you throw it away
I threw
for?
that bitch out the window. In my feelings. In my feelings.
What you was in your feelings about?
Nigga, shit. Man, bro, at that point in time, I was in my feelings. I don't know if, I didn't want multiple baby mamas. I don't want all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always kind of desired to be, I wanted the family orientated. Like, I'm very family orientated. I don't know how many times I got to say that. Like, even with dude, I wasn't coming for you, peeps. Like, I get where you coming. Like, this your little brother and so on and so forth and whatever. And not saying that I wouldn't feel the type of way, but like at that time, man, like I didn't. It was a lot of stuff going on that I'd rather not speak about because I'm not gonna bash her. My first kid's mama's a good mama, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? Like I'm not knocking her. She doing her thing, you know. But at that time, I was in my feelings and I was trying to be controlling. I didn't know the balance at the time of having a unconditional love for a woman. I was at I always ran through females. So I had my very first girlfriend, of course, me and her, we was tight, but I still ran through females. But this was the first time in my life that I try to be consistent, settled, and in the one woman type of situation. But like me not knowing no better and everything I love, as far as my first child, my only child at this time, her sister loved her like she's my own, this woman, you know what I mean? Love her ass to death, I didn't care about nothing outside of that but them. I just wanted to be at home. So at the times that I look back, and I realized things like maybe was I controlling? Was I too overbearing, that I want her to be a certain type of way? I didn't know the balance. I'm young. I got these kids. I'm trying to make money. You know what I mean? I expect her to be this type of way. Expect, key word. But whenever I learned that people are gonna be who they're gonna be, you can only do what's best for you. That's what kind of changed my thought process and my direction. And so I feel sorry for that man in general because I have been frustrated. I never been no abusive type nigga. I'm not in. I put my hands on niggas. I don't fuck. I protect women, but I can understand maybe your frustration at the time or whatever the case may be. But it didn't have to come to that. You could have came to me and asked me like, "Hey, like, bro, like, nigga, what's going on with you and her and this and that and the third?" At the time, here go glasses, have a drink. And we could have chopped it up like, oh, I ain't messed with her in a couple years. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. All right, y'all going through it? Cool, bro. You want to go to a strip club? That's what type of dude I am. I don't like controversy, man.
Have you been in a situation like that where you and a friend mess with the same girl?
Yeah, I have.
Was that like a backdoor thing or?
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't bad door. It was just like one particular situation. Me and my partner, he used to fuck with her first. Then that was probably the last situation with a close friend, and he used to mess with her first. She told me like, ah, woo, woo, woo. She used to talk. I asked him like straight up, like, bro, like, damn, like you still fuck with old girl that she told me about you. So I figured that it wasn't no big deal. And she was like, oh yeah, like that's what. Well, I'm like, shit, I'm talking to her too, bro. So what you want to do? You still want to keep the bitch? If you don't want this shit, I let her go, da da da, etc. You know what I'm saying? But it was no falling out about no friend, like no I don't
So
fall
who
out.
ended up getting the girl?
Shit, I never ended up getting her. I think he left her alone too. Because she wasn't the only, I mean, come to find out, she wasn't the only nigga that was around the circle that she was chopping it up or giving conversation to also. You know what I mean? But as far as
Let me
it,
ask you what you look for in a woman.
mm,
What's your ideal quality of a woman that fits you?
I can't stand a complainer. And the biggest thing that I say I can't stand a complainer because my mom had me at 17. She had me when she was still in high school. She had me 2 days after her 17th birthday. And she still managed to graduate from high school. She still managed to graduate from WSU. Still managed to graduate from law school, and then had my sister along the way. And my sister ain't never met her daddy. And that's another reason why I'm big on loving the kids because my dad, my dad pulled up. He pulled up to her Girl Scouts events. He pulled up to whatever situation she had going on as that person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, regardless of, and that's not his child. You know what I mean? So I knew my mom went through hard times looking back, but I never really heard her complain too much. You know what I'm saying? Like she complained about when we was older, we grew together. She complained about, dang, I wish I would have been on top of my credit. Woo, 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 woo. But at the time that she was working on her credit, I was working on my credit, so we fed off each other. You know what I mean? Like we grew up together. So an ideal woman is, I say complaining because that's what I feel like um, my kid's mother was complaining about her situation. That's just the latest event. This is what's fresh in my head, and that's a red flag to me at this moment. You know what I mean? Um, a helpmate, somebody that's willing to see what you got to work with, your basic foundation. It might not be perfect, it might not be pretty, but it's gonna be on you about the things that matter to improve. That's on the outside looking in, like, hey, this is where I need you to be. I need you to tighten up with this. I shouldn't come to your shop bathroom and not want to sit on the toilet. You know what I mean? Little stuff like that that's mental notes from a female mother's perspective or so on and so forth.
Why did you take it as the fact that she was maybe just giving you pointers, teaching you?
Oh, the best game always comes from a female. I'm not saying that. Like, man, we know how to direct traffic, maneuver, safety. We don't think with our feelings so much. But women see what we don't see. They see that person ain't the person for you, or your partner ain't really your partner. They peek that shit, but it's just on us to take heed too. I have plenty of women tell me that that nigga's jealous of you. What the fuck you gonna be jealous of me? You doing the same thing. Matter of fact, the nigga got more money than me. He doing way more than me. How can he be jealous of me? And then when I finally got to observing, like, oh, this nigga can't go to the club by himself. But I go everywhere by myself. I'll pop up anywhere. He need a group of people. He can't defend himself. He can't do this. He can't do that. Like, I'm observing this shit and I'm not trying to talk or downplay my partners or none of that, or niggas that I hit they palm or associates, whatever. You know what I mean? But it just taught me throughout the years. I seen the way people move. And some people can't be jealous. And some people, a lot of people can be jealous of what you got. And a lot of people could be jealous of the way you move or how you move or how you carry yourself or so on and
You
so
think your
forth.
baby mama was jealous of you, or is jealous of you?
That particular one?
Yeah.
No, I just feel like that she's frustrated. She's trying to find her way, you know what I mean? Going through her own personal diversities. And I'm kind enough to listen and not really have a reaction.
Which one of your baby mamas you in love with?
I plead the fifth.
Why you plead the fifth? Ain't your love real?
I
Your,
mean,
your love is real. The people that you love, who can never judge you? The people who you love, you love these people for a reason.
as far as in love,
I mean, you
I'm
love.
not in love with none of my baby mamas, but my daughter's mama, that motherfucker that's the one I would have married. That's the one that was like,
Who? What's her name?
I ain't about to say all that shit. She always proclaimed me as her baby daddy.
For
She
real?
just, I
What?
mean, nah, she just say, I'm not your baby mama, I'm your partner. You know what I mean? We cool, so I just rather keep it that way. Like, I got other situations going on,
But
and
how you know that couldn't work for you?
how do I know?
Yeah, how you know you and your baby mama couldn't work out? Like right now, if you stepped up to the plate, because all it takes for you to step up to the plate. See, most of the time, listen, you know, because I hear you saying it's about, you know, what they did, how they made you feel.
Yeah,
But at the same time, though, you stepping up to a woman, did you take that leadership role?
I did. I put her, bro, she didn't even work through nursing school. You know what I mean? I did all that.
She worked through nursing
She
school.
didn't work through nursing school. Well, she didn't work through the first little half of it, whatnot. You know what I mean? Like the first probably 2, 3 years me and her was together, she didn't have no job.
Where did y'all go wrong then?
I mean, shit. To be honest with you, I couldn't stop being a hoe. And then when I stopped being a hoe and tried to get married,
So there you
so,
go. You
yeah,
can't be no. How you,
I couldn't stop being a hoe at that time. But the way I was moving, the things I was doing, it had a point to it. And then when we tried it later on, me being on, and that's one thing. Like I got when I stopped hustling, and that was by choice. I was told it's better to walk away than to get pushed away. So when I stopped hustling, took this barbering shit serious, I got way more than I ever had.
for sure.
You know what I mean? So at the time, that's still a hustle. It's still an everyday to day grind. So when we tried it again, I was falling off my shit. I was losing customers. I'm laid up on, you know what I mean? I'm trying to come home early, not knowing that shit. These people, I make more money after hours at that time than I did throughout the day.
Is it harder for you to be a man without a bankroll?
Bro, the, I could be dead broke. I'm still a man. I'll be. So you have to revert that question. Like, is it like when you say me being a man? What does me being a man consist of?
Well,
Or
I just know what it.
or it's harder to support a family? Like
Yeah.
you got to elaborate a little bit more on that, bro.
I mean, well,
Because I'm a man first and foremost. Whether I don't have nothing to my name, I'm gonna figure it out.
I'm saying, do you still got the respect from a woman when you ain't bringing in the loaf?
Honestly,
Can you still shut the house down? Can you still yell around the house? Can you still say, "Hey, I'm daddy around here" without a bankroll?
you fucking right I can. Nigga, I'ma say I'm daddy around this bitch anywhere I go. And I'm whooping ass.
Yeah, straight up.
You hear me? It don't matter about no motherfucking bankroll. It's what I got. It's the resources. Look,
Some men fold though, bro, when they don't have no bankroll.
it's about the
They
resources.
tuck their tail
You
because
want
they
you,
think it's money that can take care of a family.
No, it's not money. It's leadership. It's guidance. It's protection.
There
It's
we
being
go.
attentive.
There we go.
People don't be attentive to their situations, my nigga. People don't be attentive. I'm not saying that I always have. I had to go and learn into this. I had to go and learn that, hey, each one of my kids got their own personalities. They got their own things they like. They are learning and growing every single day. So you always have to consistently nigga, that you know that word, reiterate yourself and your situations. But the key word is being consistent in that process. If you're not consistent in the process, then that's when shit gets to fold. That's when shit gets to popping off. When your mental's not right. But on the same token, you always have to be mentally strong. The days you lack on yourself, you fall short on yourself. What I'm learning, you got to separate that, man. You got to say, fuck it, fuck them kids, fuck all that. You got to go to God. You got to talk. You got to pray. You got to go for your peaceful mind state. You know what I'm saying? And talk to yourself. And every day, reiterate or overlook your situation. Keep on building, keep on going, and keep on pushing. Because it's been days, man, bro. I'll be the first motherfucker in this building. I'll be yelling to the top of my lungs like, I will succeed. I will grow. I'm gonna make it through anything. I can make it through this day. But if you don't gas yourself up and y'all be your first and only supporter, man, shit, the rest of the world waiting for you to fail. They want to see you. They want to see you fucked off, fucked over, not looking good, not whatever. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be saying they praying for you and doing this. Like, nigga, what God is you praying to? Shit. How you gonna curse me and wish me well in the same sentence? Like, man, you gotta do it for yourself and keep in mind who take care of who loves you. Shit, at the end of the day. And whether it's family, whether it's females, whether it's whatever, love who love you and put yourself first. And that's something that I'm just learning how to do. Like, you fall off, you feel like you fall off, but man, we ain't never broke. We just always between blessings.
We ain't never broke. We just always in between blessings.
That's it. Ain't never broke, bro. We just between blessings. You know how to get it, you gonna go get it. You feel like you going through a hard time, bro? Shit, that's only temporary. It's just leading you or building you up to when the bag get bigger, when you where you want to be at, you ain't gonna forget what got you there. You're not gonna forget the humbleness. You're not gonna forget the subtle things are pieces of joy that didn't cost you nothing. So when you get to touching what you desire, or you reach everything, because everybody's entitled to have everything that they desire and what they want, as long as they work towards it. As long as they don't do no faulty shit and keep it all the way 100 in the process. You're going to have everything you want.
Yeah.
Whether it come today or come tomorrow. And you can't rush the process, bro. I fell short trying to rush the process.
Tell me about that. What you mean?
I fell short trying to rush the bro. I personally picked up a gambling habit.
I didn't know that. Tell me about your gambling habit. What
I picked up a
happened?
gambling habit, bro. Nigga, I was fucking off. Like shit, the gambling habit replaced whores, fucking around, and my
What
free
kind of
time.
gambling was you doing?
Shit, just casino, slots, shit, whatever.
What, Kansas Star?
Hell no, Park City. I won a jackpot at the Kansas Star. They took that motherfucker.
I wanna I want to do some interviews with some people because I heard a lot of people be gambling. It's some real gamblers around here now that they say we're going to the Kansas Star,
Yeah,
and they spend every day out there,
yeah. And some
literally
people
every
that
day out
and they
there.
might be on to something, bro. But where I fucked up at is my partner. One of my partners that I knew was on. You know what I'm saying? That I said I counted 100 with this nigga, 100 bands. His first 100 bands he ever touched, I counted up 100 with him, bro.
Off gambling,
No, I don't talk about off the streets. This years ago. You know what I mean? Bro was up. When I say up, this is up 10 years. Lost everything behind that motherfucking casino, homie. I'm talking about, I know bro lost
lost
everything.
100 bands.
That nigga lost like 500,000 fucking around with that casino.
You know somebody in Wichita, Kansas that lost 500,000 at the casino.
Yeah.
At the one
In the course of a year, bro.
the one in the
Part between
Park
Park
City,
City and
Kansas Star,
Kansas Star and just gambling, bro.
500,000.
500, real street nigga too, but that nigga lost down, 500.
What's his name?
That nigga down, bro. One of my partners, man, good friend.
You
I
should.
used to sit
You
back
should,
there.
you should, I want to meet him.
We talk about that later on, bro. I mean, it's certain shit that we gonna talk about and we can't talk about, man. You gotta think I'm tapped. You
If
know,
this is real life stuff, that ain't no breaking law. It's a real life experience.
right, but everybody don't like attention, bro. You know, I really if it wasn't you, then motherfucker ain't gonna get me on the interview, being honest.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Shit,
Yeah,
for
sure.
real. So I don't like the attention. I just want the money.
Yeah.
So I'm not about to.
But church TV appreciate you.
Yeah, shit. I just want the money. Come get dipped by Dukes, the truth, and nothing less.
Yeah, hold on.
Shit.
What my boy say? He say. What'd you say? Say that one more time.
I said, come get dipped by Dukes, the truth, and nothing less. Straight like that.
Yeah, straight up.
But, nah, bro, man, we could talk about we could talk about a lot of shit off this camera, bro, but it's only certain things I just feel comfortable saying, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on. Like,
I appreciate what you did share with me though, because I know you wouldn't have did this for nobody else, and I knew that's why I appreciate you, Dukes, for real, because I know what type of man you is though. You know, you've been my partner for a long time.
Long time.
But I knew if I asked you and I made a text before you, and I for sure, I knew you would give a lot of game because what you've been through in your testimony in your life, what you've been through, it can help somebody else.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I mean?
And it's just all about man sharpen man, like still sharpen still. That's just at the end of the day, like that's what it's all about. I mean, I could go other avenues, you know what I mean, but not in this type of setting. We're gonna have to we're gonna have to do a part 2 on this, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And my mom, and when I say my mom just ain't right, like, yeah, like I got a lot of stuff on my mom that I'm trying to just mentally prepare myself for. And, with court dates and so on and so forth, you know what I mean? I would love to elaborate with you more on about the outlook of the streets and what's going on and all the shady shit from the outside looking in and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? Like shit. Yeah, I think shit, nigga, I ain't never seen so many 18, 19, 20-year-old niggas with 100, 200,000. We could get on that type of level, but
Yeah.
My mom is more just like shit, trying to find the balance of being well-rounded, growing to who I'm supposed to be, and self-improvement.
Do you know how you're gonna get there? You have any idea?
Consistency is one. Balance is another. Once I learn consistency and balance and get better with my time management and stop being scared. When I say scared,
How do you get that scare feeling off away from you?
bro, shit. About 4 months after I moved in the shop, bro, I took. It wasn't like cash personally, but material things and so on and so forth. Plus about 20,000 in cash. I took like a about $37,000 loss in the course of the month. 4 months after I moved in the shop.
How?
Not handling my business, just being real. Sat back, bought a house, sold a house. Now on top of my paperwork, letting people distract me, shit get condemned. So I took my L's on what I paid for the house, the taxes, and so on and so forth. Sold it to my partner for just a little bit more than what I paid for it. You know what I mean? Oh, fell in the hole with bro. Had to get him together. You know what I'm saying? Made a deal with, a family member. Lost, you know what I'm saying, on that deal, 6,000, 7,000. Let my partner run off with one of my trucks. You remember that? Was you here with that old school, that race truck I was putting together?
What color was it?
That prime was like primer black. It was multicolored.
I think I've seen it.
Yeah.
Did you drive it to Texas?
No, not that
No.
one. I'm talking about the race truck. I had an old Chevy race truck that I was putting together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so shit, he was just sitting there like, I had 3-4 different vehicles at the time. So this one just like my big bro. I tell you who it is, my nigga. Fuck, I'm gonna tell you. Isaiah Pearson.
And my cousin.
Bro ran off with my shit. Got my sister license suspended behind that motherfucker. Cause the title was in her name and my name. And I said that just because he got my sister. Man, my sister ain't got a scar on her resume. And me trying to be a good motherfucking friend. That nigga got my shit impounded. Didn't tell me about the shit. I got paperwork to prove it. Didn't tell me about this motherfucking shit. I asked dinner. The engine only had 40,000 miles on it.
How'd you get hooked up with Isaiah?
I've been knowing Isaiah since I was a kid. He was like a mentor to me, bro. That's who, he used to stay on top of me when I was lifting, playing football, and so on and so forth. Like, bro used to be on my head. Like, nigga, you need to do this. Man, make sure you do your push-ups and your crunches. Your core got to be strong. Isaiah used to be a player nigga to me. You know what I mean? Used to I always kept him a bad little old, you know what I mean, situation at hand. And this is one I'm talking about, not as a young adult. I'm talking about I've been knowing Isaiah since I was 11, 12, 13 years old. Like, just, my daddy used to cut his hair too, bro. So, to think that he would run off or do some faulty shit and don't want to return my phone calls or do no crazy shit like that, you know what I mean? It's mind-boggling to me. But whatever you on is cool. I'm gonna bounce back. I just hate that the unfortunate situation that isn't affecting my sister. I could take anything that you could throw my way personally, but when you get to affecting my family members, and I'm not on top of my shit completely, I'm struggling with my own shit to be able to fix it right then and there. Oh, it's a problem, my nigga. It's a real live problem, bro. And
Have you reached out and tried to talk to him?
man, I reached out. I went by his mama house. Right over there.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, I ain't gonna.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have. I'm like, damn. I bump into him. He running, talking fast. Oh, bro, it ain't woo woo woo. I'm like, nigga, it's all, I love you to death, bro. It's all love, man. Just, I ain't tripping on it. But when I found out that, I already counted my L. But when I found out that only thing he needed to do was sign a fucking piece of paper just so my sister could get her license back and won't be riding. Man, like this girl ain't did shit. You know, she a social worker, bro. And her license suspended by me helping a fucking friend.
Why was you thinking? Why you think he was holding back?
I don't know.
He won't tell you.
The nigga won't respond back to me, bro.
How long has it been?
About a year and a half. Last time I bumped into him was probably about a year ago. But I just found this shit out about 6 months ago about my sister's license. She just found out about her license. So now it bothers me. Beforehand, I took the L. Like all that the material shit, that's gonna get replaced. I thought I was building a race truck. Shit, I'm liable. I might buy one of them brand new Dodges with that bad motherfucker in it. I don't care nothing about that. But it's bothering me that's affecting my sister and my family members. I take all else to the chin, but now you playing with my family, and I ain't got the means and sources or the means to be able to get on top of it like I would like to get on top of it. So I don't know if I'm more mad at him or myself because I take the L on that, but it's like, bro, like, damn. So yeah, I stay grinding it out, and you don't want to reach back with me, that's cool, but I'm not fucking with you. And don't come acting buddy if you're not trying to reconcile whatever. That just real shit. I know that's your cousin, peeps, and I'm not gonna go all the way that way with him. You know what I mean? But
Well, this what we grown men, and I pray that y'all get that together. I
yeah,
don't
for
speak.
sure.
I don't speak to Isaiah in a long time, so I
Yeah.
don't know how he's living right now or his ways. But uh, I don't know. I don't know why he would do that to you. But I hope that y'all get that figured out. You know,
That's just
straight up. Man, I appreciate you for giving Church TV, man, some of your time, inviting me inside your barbershop, man. Man, it was a pleasure talking to you, man. You shared a lot of game and, uh, some deep thoughts. And, it was good talking and catching up with you. I've been wanting to rap with you for a long time. And I knew if I come back home, man, you was going to give me some action. You know, sit and talk to a man that's been growing ever since I've been knowing him. So, I appreciate you for giving Church TV an opportunity, man, to come interview you, man. Hey, if anything you want to say, man, for your last words.
Hey, just remain blessed, stay blessed. Don't make God small. Believe in him, he gonna make you small.
Don't make God small. I like that. Don't make God small.
Yeah,
You
for
need to
sure.
get shirts printed up. If you don't hurry up and get that shirt, man, I'm gonna get it, man.
I don't care.
Don't
Just give
make
me,
God
like I
small.
said, just give me 10% of the profits. I want it all.
Where your barbershop at in Wichita, Kansas?
1540 North Broadway. Deuce Barbershop 2. You could Google it. Uh, Tap in with me through Busky. I sell walk-ins. And
How much is your haircuts for men?
for men, adults is $40 starting off, basic haircuts. Any enhancements, X, Y, and Z. On the average, just plan on spending 60. Straight up.
Kids, how much?
30. Want anything extra, 40.
You do women hair?
Yeah, to an extent. Depending on what you want. You want a female, feminine touch with it. Not too sharp, but just enough to make you know. Yeah, I got you. Do eyebrows too.
What other services do you provide?
I cut any type of hair, straight hair. Um, I do colors. I'm not the best. I'll work with you. I'll give you a discount if you're willing to work with me. Shampoos, texturizers, um, whatever you need. If I can't personally do it, I'm gonna direct you to who can, to the best who can.
Well, best wishes to you and your business. Best wishes on you and going to get fight for your kids, man. I pray that them kids, that you get with them kids, you can have them kids, and even that you soften the hearts uh, of your kid's mother. You know what I mean? Because it take a village to raise these kids, and
Almost
she
definitely.
and she definitely can't count you out
Mm-hmm.
because them kids need you, and keep fighting. Don't give up because on me, they gonna be with you one day, and then
Oh
that's
yeah,
gonna be your time. God's time is always the right time.
always.
Yeah, straight up,
You
straight
ain't
up.
lied about that
Rest in peace, Twank.
for sure. Dub, A Hop, uh,
Anybody behind the bars you want to say free to?
oh man, free the roosters, free a couple of them other niggas though too, but it's all love.
It's all love. It's all love. Appreciate it, man. 100.